Last season, she was named MVP of the Cape and Islands League All-Star Game. She has been a team captain for the Sharks for the past 2 seasons, served as a sophomore class secretary, and also participates in Monomoy peer leadership program. Most importantly, she's also a member of the prestigious National Honor Society. She also plans to attend Florida International University next year, escorted by her sister Fiona and parents, Jody and Neil. Please welcome Adam support for the final time of the senior Magic Valley. Congratulations, Maddie. There are 5 minutes left for block for warm-ups. Best of luck to both teams tonight as this game decides if Monomoy can claim a share of the SSL Championship at Cohasset.
We're not going to start. You can take senior night on. Just put it up. right, good luck on you.
Hello to everyone tuning in. This is a WMRS production broadcast of Monomoy's varsity girls basketball game. My name is Ben Thomas. I'll be doing the play-by-play. Joining me today, Monomoy faculty member Steve Cass. He'll be giving you the color commentary. Tonight's matchup is a big one between the Cohasset Clippers and your Monomoy Sharks. The winner of this game will be crowned champion of the small school division of the South Shore League.
A matchup between the Skippers of Cohasset High School and your Sharks of Monomoy High School. Monomoy, welcome to tonight's game, and as did you join us.
It's good to be joining you tonight, Ben. It should be an exciting game. We just, as you saw, we had senior night and the lone senior.
The lone senior for Monomoy is Maddie Kelly. She's been a starter for them since her sophomore year and a two-time captain. Look for them to get her the ball early and often.
She's going to be one of the keys to the game tonight, and it's going to also depend on how well Monomoy can control the game on the offensive end, but also on the defensive end, making sure they box out, play tight man-to-man or zone, depending on what they play, but also the hustle play, I think, is going to be a huge key in determining who comes out ahead at the end of the game.
Both teams are going to be playing with a little bit of desperation, as this is a key game for both teams. Cohasset is 12-7 on the year, while Monomoy is 10-9. Both teams with very respectable records this season, and are both looking for this game to be one of the key games of the season, because if they win this, they will be the champion of the small school division of the South Shore League. The small school division includes schools like Monomoy, Cohasset, Carver, Mashpee. All these schools are very competitive because they're about the same size. Cohasset and Monomoy are two of the best.
And now we're sending it to our starting lineup for the Monomoy Sharks. We have Courtney Leonard, Gia Alviero, Lexi Roma.
She's a junior co-captain, number 21, Christine Fredel.
Christine Fredel.
And for the last time, senior co-captain, number 1.
And last but not least, the lone senior of tonight, Maddie Kelly.
Pete Richards is the coach of the Sharks of Monomoy High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
I talked to one of the assistant coaches of the Cohasset Clippers before the game, and they said that one of the key players for them in this game will be both the Rosano twins, Emily and Meg. Emily will be number 1 and Meg will be number 10. Both are seniors and are both key players in every game so far this season, both high scoring and good defensive players. Besides them, they're going to be going to Tracy Fagardi very often also. She's the other senior. They only have 3, while Monomoy only has 1. Interesting thing about both rosters, Monomoy has a lot of juniors on their team, adding up to about 5, while Cohasset doesn't have any at all, meaning that they're going to have to go a lot of their underclassmen. Speaking of underclassmen, MC Crumley and Lauren Cunning are two of the better underclassmen players on Cohasset's roster. Both will get big minutes tonight, and also both are starting.
And by the looks of both rosters, they're both pretty young teams, so the future looks very bright for both teams.
Cohasset wins the tip.
And it looks like they're going to man-to-man right now.
Emily Rosano will do the majority of the ball handling, and so will her sister, Meg Rosano.
And again, we got to get those rebounds. Monomoy does, so we got to make sure we box out.
MC Crowley with the first miss and the second miss by Zoe Doherty. Monomoy now has the ball. They find Lexi Roma in the corner, but she passes on the shot. Gia Alvaro, one of the main ball handlers for Monomoy, and definitely one of their star players, leads them in scoring just about every night. Huge threat for them. Lexi Roma tries to take it up strong, but is called for the travel before she can get the shot off.
And it looks like Coach wants to set up a press. Little late to it, but here we go. Let's see what they can do with it.
Emily Rosano breaks the press easily, goes by the defenders, gets in the paint, and then kicks it outside to Zoe Doherty. They get the ball moving around the perimeter before they can find an open layup for Emily. And Gia fouls her before she can get the easy shot. Smart foul. She'll be heading to the line.
Make her definitely earn those points on the charity stripe. Hard foul, nothing chippy about that play. So
Emily goes 0 for 1 on the first free throw. She goes 0 for 2. Rebound collected by Christine Friedel. Gia crosses over at midcourt. Finds her teammate Lexi. Lexi and Gia going back and forth on the perimeter, trying to find one of their bigs. And they get it to Christine Friedel for an open three, but she clanks it off the rim before Lexi corrals the rebound. And then Maddie Kelly can't cash home with the three. Rebound first by Cohasset, but stolen by Christine. Christine misses the shot, collects on rebound, goes up with it, and makes it on the second attempt.
And that's going to be key tonight is the offensive rebounds, but also how Monomoy is coming out of the gates tonight. I like that, going after the ball and pressuring Cohasset.
They call a travel on Cohasset. Number 35, MC Crumley. It will be Monomoy's ball. Cohasset applying a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, they have a 2-2-1 press going on right now, and Monomoy's easily broke that press.
Courtney Leonard goes for the shot underneath the basket, but gets blocked. Cohasset will take over. Emily Rosano showing speed, but Lexi Romer gets down in position. Zoe Doherty misses the shot. Courtney Leonard with the rebound. They find Maddie Kelly, who passes up the shot, gives to Gia. Maddie Kelly will take it this time, clanks that one off the rim. Rebound by Courtney Leonard. No foul called, questionable that time.
It's getting to be physical down there, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Zoe Doherty misses an easy layup on the fast break. Monomoy catches a break there after what seemed was a hard foul on Courtney Leonard. No call.
No, and I think that's going to be the game, as the refs are going to let them play.
They find a wide open shot. Meg Rosano takes advantage. Maddie Kelly tries to respond by getting it to Courtney Leonard, but the pass is too far behind her and it sails out of bounds.
I'd like to see them slow it down a little bit right there. I think they're trying to rush those shots, and I think if they brought it back, started the offense, it might work out for them a little better.
Emily Rosano slowing down the tempo. Score is currently 3-2 Cohasset. They're keeping the ball out on the perimeter, and it seems that's where they like to play most of the time. And they find Meg Rosano again, another three-pointer for Cohasset. She is 2 for 2 from behind the arc so far.
You know, and the defense has to do a better job of locating the shooters and making sure they close out quickly so they can't get those open shots.
You love the ball handling by Gia, but she can't turn it over like that on the last possession. They try to get it back from Cohasset, but it appears a foul is called.
Looks like a blocking foul. That's an interesting one.
Foul is called on Maddie Kelly. That's her first foul of the game. Emily finds Zoe, swings it out again to the corner, which is where most of their offense has been coming from, before the ball is stolen from Christine.
And they did a little better job right there of playing defense and getting the ball and closing out on the shooters right there.
Screen is set for Gia, but she chooses not to use it.
Swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it.
They continue swinging it out of the perimeter. Gia is being closely defended. It's going to have to throw up a shot here before the ball goes out of bounds. It will remain Monomoy basketball.
You know, too much dribble will definitely get you in trouble. She needs help. Her teammates need to get open or set picks a little better.
Gia expanding her range, takes a deep three, but it goes off the backboard, no good. But then Maddie Kelly is there, takes the baseline jumper, and the Sharks have now closed the lead down to 2. Zoe passes it down low before another travel is called. That's a second travel called so far, an MC Crumley.
And again, that's the second time in a row they tried to bring it down to the low block, and Monomoy has cut that off and getting the ball back.
They find a wide open Courtney Leonard in the basket. She gets the call this time. She'll head to the line for 2. That's Cohasset's first foul of the game. Foul is called on MC Crumley, the same player that has 2 turnovers so far on travels alone. Rough start for MC.
Cash. And again, charity stripe, it's going to be key tonight. See how many each team can make. And, you know, I think that might be a deciding factor on who wins the game.
Courtney going to her famous one-handed free throw technique.
I was watching NCAA basketball in Louisville. There's a player on Louisville who does the underhand basket shot on the charity stripe.
Missed shot that time by L. Hansen. Rebound Monomoy. Gia brings it up quickly, gets fouled, almost to the and one. Nice take by Gia, good use of the left hand.
I like seeing that, although it was a odd man rush, but it's okay. She got fouled, and again, back to the foul line, and let's see if she can connect on these 2 shots. The first shot is a miss.
Quick substitution is Tracy Fagorty goes in that game. Gia tries to make up for the miss but can't. She goes 0 for 2. Rebound by Courtney, but she also misses. And the ball is called Monomoy ball. It appears that Kate Fitzpatrick touched the ball before it went out of bounds. They find Lexi Roma outside. She tries to take it hard in the paint, makes a nice dish to Courtney under the basket. She can't finish. The Rosano sisters going back and forth in the backcourt.
Monomoy seems a little lost on defense. It seems like now they're back on their players.
Airball that time by Tracy Fagorty, one of the seniors for Cohasset, very uncharacteristic of a leader on this team. Courtney Leonard was just subbed out of the game for her younger sister, Maddie Leonard. Both Cohasset and Monomoy has good combos from sisters in this game. Great rebound by Lexi Roma as she leaps over the Cohasset defenders. She finds Gia Alvaro, who slows down the tempo. Maddie drives, throws up a floater from mid-range. That doesn't go. But Maddie's there, much like her sister, grabbing rebounds, but much like her sister, misses the second chance point.
It's good to see the offensive rebounds, but now we just need to connect on those. But I think later in the game, those will go down.
They find Tracy Fagardi again. That's the second possession in a row she's taken a shot, and the second possession in a row she has missed a shot. Gia crosses over, loses the defender, throws up a leaning floater. That doesn't go. Likes the creativity by Gia. She's certainly one of the more talented ball handlers on either team in this game. Hopefully she exploits it. It sails out of bounds off the hands of Kate Fitzpatrick.
And early on, there's a lot of turnovers going on. I think we just need to slow it down again and play our ball.
Yeah, definitely a defensive matchup. Almost stolen, but Gia gets the ball first. Throws a pump fake, but is called for the travel. She couldn't keep that pivot foot down.
Monomoy switched to a 2-3 zone now. Trying to get on those
shooters. They find Tracy Fagardi. Makes the basket in the paint. She's had a rough shooting night so far, but converts on that one. Good defense in the backcourt by Elle Hansen on Gia. Gia tries to get it down low to Christine, but can't. And then the quickness of Emily Rosano is showed on the fast break. She finds a wide open teammate in the corner. Her sister Meg, but can't make that one. Christine gets the loose ball. It's called a jump ball between Christine Friedel and Kate Fitzpatrick.
A little pressure by Cohasset, trying to slow the tempo down a little bit.
Gia finds Lexi Roma wide open in the corner. Barely does an air ball on that one, and it goes out of bounds. This time off the hands of Emily Rosano. It will stay in Monomoy basketball.
I think what's been working for us is down low, and I think we've got to try to get it back down there and get our bigs scoring.
Maddie Kelly's done the majority of the inbounding and does it again this time. Gia gives it right back to Maddie, who sings a clean three. Maddie Kelly with a great game so far in the first quarter. Something you expect from the only senior and big leader so far on the Monomoy basketball team. She's taking advantage of her senior night. She knows how important this game is.
She definitely does, and it's for the South Shore League title. And you know, it's also good to see that we've also made in the tournament, which is the first time in 4 years, I believe. So you know, that on top of trying to win the league title, there's a lot of pressure going on tonight.
A lot of pressure indeed. Both teams with 2 fouls in the first half, playing pretty clean basketball. Not a lot of fouls. Refs certainly let the players play, which is a smart decision on a night like tonight where you know both teams will be going at it full throttle.
Yeah, I'd like to see Monomoy try to get it down more to the post. I think we can definitely score down there and open up the shots on the outside. And for Cohasset, you know, their outside shots were working early on, but we switched to a 2-3 zone to slow down the outside shooting, and that led to some baskets inside for them. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see if they try to get it down low a little bit more to get those scoring opportunities.
Second half starting up now. Starting 5 for Monomoy is Gia, Lexi, Maddie, Christine, and Madison Leonard filling out the 5 spot. Both of the Rosanos staying in the game. They've both played heavy minutes so far. Maddie Leonard does a nice job closing out on the shooter, and Lexi's there for the help defense and strips it clean. Gia attacking the basket like she has all game. And that seems to be the theme of the game. Gia attacks the basket, tries to get down low to one of the bigs, and then loses it almost every time.
That's an interesting call again. You know, they've been physical all game, and then the foul right there, ticky-tack foul. Not a fan of that one.
Maddie Kelly, of course, being subbed out because she just received her second foul, and we are just starting the second quarter. Coming in for her is Kyra Foster, a junior from Monomoy. Monomoy hasn't used a whole lot of their subs so far tonight, so expect to see a lot more of the bench players getting minutes in the second quarter, and definitely in the second half. They trap Lauren Cunning, but then leave Zoe DeHurdy wide open. Great pass by Gia, acting like a quarterback on that one. From beyond half court, drops a dime to Maddie Leonard, and she takes advantage with the end of the basket layup.
And that's what you want from your point guard, to see the open court, to find the open person, and she did that.
Zoe, move in.
They continue to go to the corners for corner threes. A lot of their plays involve screens set down low in the paint, and then corners left wide open. Zoe takes another three, but misses that one. They get the ball back, however, and then it is stolen by Gia. Gia goes back to the same play of finding Maddie down low, but a little too fast that time, and she loses control of the ball and goes out of bounds. Cohasset ball.
This is definitely up and down basketball.
They get the ball down low to Emily Rosano, who finishes over two defenders. Good post move by Emily, and a good look that time to get the ball down low.
And that's what Cohasset needs, more of that, getting it down low, easy baskets, and then those outside shots will definitely open up for them to take advantage of.
Christine gets the ball on the perimeter, hesitates on the three, drives, gets double teamed. Gia doesn't hesitate, drives, gets the attention, gives it to Maddie. She misses. Gia gets the rebound, and she does not miss. Gia Alvaro seems to be everywhere so far.
She is everywhere, getting the ball, getting the pass, getting the shot, scoring. That's what you need.
Monomoy clearly going with the zone defense here. And it seems to be working so far. They're closing out on the shooters, which is what was hurting them earlier on. Cohasset clearly not a team that likes to drive that often, always finding shooters out on the corners.
Flex.
Gia finds Kyra Foster, who drives and then tries to give it up to Christine, but that ball is stolen away. Lots of turnovers so far. The sloppy play continues. Emily Rosano showing her speed, but maybe a little too fast as she loses the ball out of bounds. It will stay Cohasset ball. Inbounding for Cohasset is Zoe DeHurdy.
We'll see if they look for an outside shot.
They find Emily Rosano, who finds, oh my goodness, what a block by Maddie Leonard. She sends Zoe DeHurdy's shot back after the inbound. Cohasset recovers.
Yeah, she definitely made a point to tell her, don't come in to her lane.
Gia pulls up from mid-range before going in the paint, but airballs. Maybe should have driven all the way on that one after she got the board.
You know, and that's what she's done before, and I think she needs to keep on doing that.
They find a wide open shot. But that one won't fall either for Lauren Cunning. Gia spins out of the double team, finds Kyra, who gives it right back. She finds Christine down low, who squares up before finding Kyra wide open on the wing. That seems to be Monomoy's tactic so far. In and out basketball. Draw the attention inside before kicking it out to a wide open player. Maddie appeared she had the rebound on that one, but Cohasset took it away. It's nearly stolen off the fingertips of Lexi Roma. Cohasset gets a second chance. This time attacking the basket. Again, good defense by Maddie Leonard. Lexi Roma out on the break. Crosses over, drives, puts up a floater over 2 defenders. Can't go, that's a tough shot. Another great defensive play by Lexi. She rejects the pass. She runs out on the wing. Gia sees her running. They slow it back down, try to get it down low to Christine. She can't get the ball. The ball is flying all over the floor. The turnovers and sloppy play just doesn't seem to have an end here. Maddie ends up with the ball. Great effort by all the players on the court that time.
Definitely, I like the hustle on both sides.
Hey, we have a hurt player on the floor.
It looks like we got a player hurt on Monomoy.
Kyra Foster. She appears to be groining at either her knee or her ankle. It appears it's her ankle right now. She'll come out of the game. Going in for her is Courtney.
And I think when she dove on the floor right there, she must have hit her knee pretty hard on the floor.
Great catch by Gia. Drives, contorts her body. What a layup by Gia Alvaro in the paint. She sees the larger defenders, goes up with the fake. The defender jumps. She contorts her body in midair and puts the ball right around the defender. Great finish by Gia.
Yeah, she's definitely not afraid to take it in there with the big players down there.
Tracy Fagardi gets the ball down low, and then it is taken by Monomoy. Jump ball, Monomoy ball. After Kyra's injury, the other player being inserted into the game is Taylor Morris. She is a freshman from Monomoy who's picked up big minutes this season and has been a huge help for them. Definitely a bright future. Courtney with another miss into the basket, but she makes up for it by grabbing her own rebound, and this time finishes it over a defender.
Yeah, she definitely ripped that ball out of the Cohasset players' hands and made the easy basket.
They make a nice play that orchestrates in finding a wide open Kate Fitzpatrick. She can't make it. Out of bounds, it will stay Cohasset ball.
Again, I think Cohasset will try to look to get the ball and get an outside shot. Back to the corner.
Kicks it outside to Emily Rosano, who misses the shot. Monomoy rebound. Gia out on the break again. Definitely a tough player to stop. She hop steps, goes under the basket, and misses horribly. But she hustles back on defense. So does the rest of Monomoy. But not fast enough. Emily Rosano with the fast break layup.
We'd definitely like to see them stop the ball up top before they can get down and score those easy baskets.
Turnover that time. Taylor Morris seemed to be looking down low to try and find Courtney Leonard, but she couldn't. Ball's out of bounds. Cohasset ball. Cohasset currently losing by 2 right now, but they've made a little bit of a comeback here in the past couple of minutes. Let's see if they can keep the streak going. The zone clearly working for Monomoy, getting in between the passing lanes, which has led to a lot of steals lately. No easy shots just like that one. But Fitzpatrick is there on the glass. She finds Emily Rosano. She misses again. This time the rebound is not given to Cohasset. Christine gets it. Gia will slow down, then speed back up. For a contested layup, she gets fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Great take by Gia.
And she did a little hesitation right there to get the defensive player a little off and taking it in, and again got fouled. And hopefully at the foul line, she's got 2 shots. And again, last time she was on the foul line, she was 0 for 2.
Gia converts on the first. She's currently 1 for 3 on the night. Sharks increased their lead to 3 with only about a minute left in the first half. She goes 1 for 2 at the line, but the rebound is a jump ball. Monomoy seemed they had a chance at it before Elle Hansen grabbed the rebound for Cohasset. They try to get it down low to Fitzpatrick, but is deflected, then kicked outside. G almost loses the ball, but instead tries to find Courtney Leonard wide open in the basket, but Cohasset steals that right back. Beautiful hop step there by Elle Hansen, but she can't convert. They find a wide open Gia on the break. Pass is a little bit off topic. Gia with the great floating layup on the fast break.
The ball got a little ahead of her. She caught up to it, and it's nice to see her finish that.
Cohasset looks like they're going to try and hold for the last shot here, but before they do, they get called for the travel. Emily Rosano picks up the travel now. There's a lot of travel so far being called on Cohasset. They need to be less sloppy with their footwork.
And I think we should set up for a last shot scenario. We've got 15 seconds left. Oh, no.
They pass up the last shot for a wide open layup by Courtney Leonard, extend the lead to 7, 22-15 Sharks with about 5 seconds left now in the first half. Love to see the effort by Taylor Morris as she rips the ball away. But Cohasset will remain possession. They got 3.2 seconds to get a shot out. That should be plenty of time. Whether it's a good shot is the question. Monomoy should be looking to defend out on the perimeter. They do go to the perimeter. Meg Rosano gets stripped. Gia has the ball. She can't throw up a shot before the buzzer goes off.
Now, when the game started, it was back and forth. A little rough, little messy, but I think Monomoy definitely got control over it, which was nice to see.
Fast-paced scoring so far in the first half. We'll catch up with you in the second half. Stay tuned for more action from Cohasset and Monomoy in what's been a close game so far.
One thing you got to work on is we stream it live, all of it, is slowing down a little bit. You're always like up, and then we got to try to get banter going back and forth. Okay. But we are not a bit chemistry. I know, it's a lot, you know. What do you need? Here. I'll redo her. I have. Good. Not bad, though. Not bad. WMR, Monomoy Regional Schools, WMRS. Perfect. No, we're
How's it going?
half time.
Are we having technical difficulties like last time?
No, we're good. We're good.
Great. All right, see ya.
Have a good one. You do? On what? Birth of a Nation. Oh, Birth of a Nation. All right, so when we come back from halftime, you open up, but ask me what's the key for the second half for both teams. All right, and I'll give you the insight. Let's get the leading scores. Let's get those for the teams.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second half of Monomoy Cohasset basketball. Monomoy has a lead of 7 right now as we head into the third period. Mr. Cass, what do you think some of the keys to the second half will be?
For Monomoy, I think it's important that they keep on going down low, pushing the ball, and scoring on those easy chances that they get when they fast break. For Cohasset, I think is trying to get those shots from the outside, but also going inside too. And if they start making the baskets inside, they'll free up those outside shots. And also rebounding. They need to rebound the ball.
Of course, rebounding is always a big factor. As Lexi misses the 3, the starting 5 for Monomoy is Gia at the 1, Lexi at the 2, Maddie at the 3, Courtney at the 4, and Christine at the 5. The leading scorers for Cohasset in the first half were the Rosano sisters. Meg finished with 6 on 2 threes, and Emily finished with 4.
That's it, Courtney. Good, good.
For Monomoy, it was Gia and Maddie leading the way. Gia with 6, Maddie with 5. They can't get a shot off before the shot clock goes off. That's a turnover, Monomoy ball.
And that's good to see from Monomoy in that defense, making sure Cohasset does not get that shot off.
Christine hesitates getting the ball to Maddie before finding Gia up top. Gia gives it right back to Christine. She can't make it. No jump ball, instead a foul called on Courtney Leonard underneath the basket trying to get the rebound.
Over the back there by Monomoy.
Two players for Cohasset that you can expect to get some rest sometime soon, considering the fact they've played the whole game, as both Rosano sisters, Emily and Meg, haven't seen them take a break once this entire game. Foul called. Lauren Cunning will held to the line.
No, before the shot.
Correction, it was on the floor. Ball's almost lost before they throw it back out to the perimeter. Emily will take the wide open 3. She makes it. That gives her 7 points on the night. Her first 3 of the game.
And again, she was wide open. None of the Monomoy players got to her. And again, you can't do that with a shooter like that.
Smart play by Gia before she goes back court. It's for no good in the end. They turn it over right after. Emily showing speed. She finds her sister Meg, and they get it back out to Zoe Doherty. Emily drives, tries to kick it outside. And then Zoe takes the open 3. She doesn't make that one. Christine gets the rebound. Gia looks ahead, finds Maddie for the wide open layup on the break, but she misses. Great closeout that time by Emily Rosano, but you got to think what happened there on the fast break with the wide open layup.
I think it definitely got to her. I think she was too open, too comfortable, and overthought that layup. And that's what happens when you overthink
sometimes the easier ones are actually the harder ones.
And you definitely saw it there. Three seconds. I haven't seen that called in ages, so it's good they keep an eye on that.
Yeah, definitely a rare call in high school basketball. Players get away with it a lot, but not that time.
No.
Gia breaks the double team and breaks the press.
Right there, that's it, right there, right there.
She crosses over, loses her defender, gives it down low to Christine, who capitalizes on the pass by Gia for the layup. Sharks now have a lead of 6, 24-18.
Baseline, watch baseline. Baseline, that's it court, that's it court.
And throughout the whole game, Monomoy has been definitely taking advantage of the down-low scoring opportunities.
Zoe Doherty tries to throw up a floater on the way to the basket. She can't get it to go. And a foul is called on Zoe after the miss. It will be Monomoy ball.
We've already missed the foul. Her first for the team.
MC Crumley was just subbed out of the game, and put in for her is Kate Fitzpatrick for Cohasset, a bench player that's gotten a lot of minutes for them so far tonight.
That's it. Good job. Good job.
And we'll see if Monomoy tries to take advantage of the down low play. Oh, no.
Christine stretches her range to try and shoot a three. She can't get it to go. Lexi Roma puts the effort by diving on the floor for the ball. It still goes off her hands. It will be Cohasset basketball. Something you don't want to see is the bigs of Monomoy stretching their range for threes. Even they can do it, you want to see them in the paint crashing for the offensive rebound.
Yeah, you definitely want to see that. We've definitely taken advantage of being down low and scoring, and I think they got to keep at it until Cohasset can stop that.
Kate Fitzpatrick gives it down low, and then they kick it back outside. They can't get the three to go. Gia gets the rebound.
More low. More low. More low. Right there. That's it. Right there. Right there.
Monomoy trying to set up a play.
Step in.
Gia drives, kicks it outside, as usual, and finds Christine for the mid-range jumper. Those two have been connecting a lot so far to start the second half.
And they have, and that's good to see that, they're looking for each other and, capitalizing on that.
Yeah, definitely a hard combo to stop is when you have an explosive guard and one of the bigs that can stretch and shoot mid-range.
And that's definitely a key for tonight too, is making sure you got the defensive help coming in, and then Gia passing it off for the open shot. We're definitely taking advantage of that tonight.
Timeout called. Quick score update. It is an 8-point lead for the Sharks. They do have 3 fouls, however, and Cohasset only has 1. If Monomoy wants to keep Cohasset out of the bonus, they're going to have to slow down with the aggressive play down low and just maybe let Cohasset miss shots, which they've done a lot of tonight on their own.
They have, and I think that's definitely going to hurt Cohasset in the long run, not making those shots. But you also want to see Cohasset, I think they're trying to force some of those shots too. You want to try to work the ball around, maybe try to get it low, pass it back out on the perimeter, and get those open shots.
One thing you've seen less of in the second half is turnovers from both teams. You think maybe the coach had a word with them at the half to try and slow that down?
I think that's definitely happened. Early on, like you said, there was a lot of turnovers, trying to rush it, and trying to pass it where there were no passing lanes, and that was definitely not smart ball.
Gia finds Christine again the two combined. Great pass by Gia, great finish by Christine. That has been the theme of the second half for the Sharks, and it's proven well for them as they now have a double-digit 10-point lead. Timeout called Cohasset.
Yeah, Coach Levanchi not happy there with what's going on, so probably wants to talk to their players, making sure, slow down the guard play of Gia, and making sure that they close out on the shooter, making sure they don't get those open shots.
And that's something that is clearly easier said than done. Gia, a very elusive backcourt player from Monomoy. She was out actually for a large portion of the year. A big reason why she has that brace on her knee. Doesn't seem to affect her too much. Nothing really seems to hold her back. And that's been a theme so far tonight. Not only is she scoring, she's also dishing out plenty of assists to her teammates, especially Christine. Only if Monomoy could have gotten this going earlier.
Yeah, if they would have gotten it earlier, it would have been a 20-point lead right now instead of the 10-point they have.
Seconds. She's been in there. Still in
Coach
there.
looking for the 3 seconds there. Cohasset players seem to not be able to stay out of the paint.
Box.
Refs don't call it. Instead, it's a wide open shot for Tracy Fagordi in the paint. Great finish by her. Even though she had a rough start in the first quarter, she's been picking it up since then.
A little pressure by Cohasset.
Gia goes to Christine again. These two have been unstoppable so far, whether it's Gia driving and dishing it down low to Christine, or Christine stretching out to about the free throw line where the defenders seem to forget about her, and Gia never does.
No, and that's definitely fun to watch as a spectator.
Great offensive rebound that time by Kate Fitzpatrick, and then she takes advantage with a finish. If Cohasset can get more of that, it won't take long before they're right back in this game.
Coach Richter wants a foul right there.
Good shot. Get out, get out.
Christine feeling it. She takes a jumper, a bit of a heat check there, but she gets her own offensive rebound. Maddie Kelly goes at it this time, takes a jumper over the defender. Good defense, so she doesn't have enough to make it. Rebound corralled by Kate Fitzpatrick. Emily Rosano showing speed, and the reach is called on Gia. It's on the floor. There will not be free throws here for Cohasset.
And it's looking like Coach Levangie is telling the players to push it and get there before the defense is able to set up.
Elle's been doing the majority of the inbounding for Cohasset. Doesn't change there. They find Meg Rosano, who is feeling herself from behind the arc in the first half. Not so far in the second as she misses that one. Nice take there by Emily Rosano. She sees the gap in the defense, drives, floats over the taller defenders, and gets two. Cohasset now only within 6. Gia hesitates on the pass, crosses over, again gets it down low to one of the bigs. This time it's Courtney Leonard. She can't finish it. Rebound collected by Emily Rosano. She's just so fast on the break. Maybe a little too fast for herself on that one, and she misses it without even hitting the rim. Emily Rosano finds Elle Hansen out on the corner. She drives but gets blocked.
Jump ball.
Jump ball is called between Christine and Elle Hansen. It will be Cohasset's inbound. Maddie Leonard being subbed in for her older sister Courtney. Both sisters having a big part in the game so far tonight. The pass is stolen by Lexi on the inbound. Gia looking ahead for one of her teammates but can't find one. She shows off dribble moves, crosses over. You love the handles out of Gia. She finds Christine. Christine is absolutely cooking so far in the second half. That'll put Gia at about, 100 assists so far the second half. And Christine at about 200 points.
It's good to see, though. It's nice to see smart basketball.
Meg tries to respond but can't. She will be there for her own rebound now. She finds her sister, Emily Rosano, who banks in. I don't know if that was a 3. It was called a 2.
They'll take any basket they can get.
About 30 seconds left now in the third quarter. Gia continues to use her dribble moves, putting the defender off balance. Throws up a questionable shot on that one. The ball is stripped away. Great steal by Monomoy. And the momentum is only swinging in their favor at this point. Foul called on Elle Hansen. That is Cohasset's second foul, Monomoy at 4.
We got 10.1 seconds. Coach Richter wants to set up a play to get the last shot and hopefully an easy basket to take the 9-point lead into the fourth quarter if they can convert on this play.
It would be nice if Monomoy could go back to the same thing that's been working so far all game. If they could get the ball to Gia, maybe set a couple high screens, let her get to the basket, then maybe have Christine or Courtney or one of their other bigs fade out to the outside, kick it out for a wide open jumper. Something that's worked so far.
And keep on at it. If it's working, go back to it. And it looks like we got a pretty nice crowd out here for tonight's game. The student section is definitely happening over on the far side of the court. It was supposed to be a whiteout, as most of the students are wearing white.
Yeah, the theme was actually if you wore all white, you got in for free. So clearly trying to persuade some of the students to show their support. Always a good fan section here for Monomoy, especially on a senior night.
And that's great to see, to support one of your own. I think as a former athlete, I always enjoyed having my friends in the crowd cheering you on.
Lexi Roma, the one that the foul was called, she will take the inbound. Gives it to Gia. She hesitates passing it to Christine, but instead takes an acrobatic layup, double crutches, and it falls in. What a finish by Gia. Clutch play on the last possession there. Sharks take a 9-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Looks like they're in control so far. If they can keep up this pace, I don't see Cohasset getting back in this game.
No, that's going to be tough to do. Plays like that by Gia going in. You knew she would take the ball in because she is the key player for Monomoy, and she definitely made that basket and gave us a 9-point lead.
One of the matchups you've loved to see so far tonight has been between number 1 of Cohasset, Emily Rosano. She's the senior, and she plays point guard for them most of the time. She's been matched up with our star, Gia Alvaro, who of course has been lighting it up with both scoring and passing. Do you think that theme will continue in the fourth quarter?
I think it has to. I know Cohasset's coach wants to try to slow Gia down, and he's been pressuring her full court and trying to get the ball out of her hand, but it hasn't worked quite to what he wanted it to.
And the third quarter, of course, was all Christine Friedel. She lit it up, whether it was under the basket or out on the perimeter. Gia was finding her everywhere, and she was hitting her shots. Wouldn't let Gia miss out on any of her assists in that quarter.
No, that's definitely correct, and I think Christine will definitely be happy when she looks at the scorebook and to see how many assists she got from Gia tonight.
Maddie Kelly passes into Gia.
And we are underway for the fourth quarter.
And the theme continues. Gia drives, has actually a wide open floater on that one. Maybe expected some pressure, misses it, gets the steal, misses again. Maddie Leonard gets the ball into the basket, and as expected, a foul was called. Hard foul there by Cohasset. She'll be heading to the line.
She definitely worked for that one.
Maddie Leonard can't convert on the first. If you're Monomoy and you want to put this game away, you got to convert it to charity strike. It's somewhere where they could really separate themselves from Cohasset.
Yeah, I think we've missed 5 or 6 free throws tonight.
She goes 1 for 2 from the line, extends the Monomoy lead back up to double digits. That's been the highest the lead has gotten so far tonight. It's been around 10.
And if you're Monomoy, you want to try to add to that lead and make it uncomfortable for Cohasset.
Cohasset gets more offensive rebounds, of course, keep coming from Kate Fitzpatrick. This time, Kate takes the shot. She doesn't make it. It bounces out of bounds, but again, off of Monomoy player, Cohasset will get yet another chance. This is about the third time they've had a chance so far this possession.
Yeah, and they're not blocking out down there, and that's why it's giving Cohasset many chances to get back on the score.
Great pass to Emily Rosano. She finds her sister wide open, who fakes on the 3, then drives to the mid-range jumper. Nice play there by Megan Rosano. She catches the defender off balance and cuts down the lead to 8. Great ball movement by Monomoy, but it doesn't pay off in the end. Maddie airballs a 3 that time, very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I was definitely not expecting that one from Maddie. And now I think we definitely need to try to box out to get the ball, not give Cohasset, extra chances at scoring like we did right there.
Wild possession here for Cohasset. The ball keeps bouncing around, and they keep getting extra chances. Not this time. Gia says no as she takes it away. Gia just seems to be everywhere so far tonight.
Step in!
She crosses over again and then goes right by the defender for the layup. Cohasset not challenging her at all. A lot of it's Gia just playing like she does, but a lot of it has to be put on the Cohasset defenders who just aren't applying enough pressure before she gets to the paint.
Yeah, it's definitely been easy for her tonight to go to the basket to score.
If you're Cohasset, you have to let a player like Gia try and shoot because of how deadly she is when she gets to the paint.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I think even, trying to get the ball out of her hand, and they're not doing a good job of that tonight.
Emily Rosano tries to find a player. She does. She finds Tracy Fogart underneath the basket. She can't get it to go. Big offensive rebound that time by who else but Kate Fitzpatrick. She's had a number of huge offensive rebounds so far in the second half. She'll go to the line for a potential and one opportunity. Big play by Kate. Could be a big swing there for Cohasset if she can convert.
And that's what we've been talking about, those second chance opportunities for Cohasset. And, you know, you don't want that to bite you in the butt.
She can't make it 3 points, so it will only be 2.
Hey, stay in the paint now. Stay in the paint on the drive. Stay in the paint.
Gia goes back to the same thing. The coach continuing to yell, stay in the paint, stay in the paint. He knows how to game plan for a player like Gia, and it works that time as they get the steal. They find Kate Fitzpatrick underneath the basket, who scores again this possession. That's 2 possessions in a row that Kate has come through for the Cohasset Clippers.
Yeah, Cohasset's trying to push the play before Monomoy can set up. And right there you saw them beating the Monomoy defenders and getting that easy basket.
If you're Cohasset, right now in this timeout, you have to be talking about if they can find a way to not only get Kate Fitzpatrick the ball more often, because she has been going off lately in the past few possessions, but also to limit Gia and make sure that they let the perimeter shooters shoot, because both teams have not shot well from behind the arc so far this game. So if you're Cohasset, you got to think maybe you sag off, maybe go to like a 2-3 zone, just shut down the paint, make the players shoot, let them make baskets, just don't get them any freebies.
Yeah, and that's definitely what I think Cohasset has to do, and I think the coach is talking about that, trying to get those outside shots. And, you know, if they're shooting those outside shots, Monomoy, you know, you want to be definitely boxing out to get those long rebounds for Cohasset.
It will be Monomoy basketball. They will inbound it to Gia.
And again, they're putting some pressure on, trying to get the ball out of Gia's hands.
The press is easily broken, but at least I got the ball out of Gia's hands. That doesn't seem to matter when you got a scorer like Lexi, but she slips up that time with a travel on what would appear to be a Euro step.
Yeah, that's a tough call there.
Refs are definitely not hesitating to call travel calls so far this game.
Hawks, get out there, get out there.
Meg Rosano fires from deep, and she gets it to go. That's the first one she's had so far the second half. She had 2 in the first. If she gets going, she can be a very streaky shooter for them and close down this deficit real quick. And Gia shows some athleticism with a Euro step, but she can't finish.
Stay with it, Tracy. Stay with it now.
I think Monomoy has to regroup, trying to go back to what's been working.
Ready to help, Joey, ready to help. Ready to help.
Cohasset staying with the man-to-man despite all the paint scoring from Monomoy. Maddie tries to take the shot off the screen. It doesn't fall, but Madison Leonard is there for the offensive rebound. She makes it off the second chance point.
And that's huge right there, putting the game back to a 5-point lead for Monomoy.
The ball is nearly turned over underneath the hoop, but it appears it will stay Cohasset ball. Tough to see on that one. It appears it could have gone off of Kate Fitzpatrick, but they'll keep it with Cohasset.
Come on.
They find Meg Rosano for another 3. She misses that one, clearly trying to get her going.
Get in there.
That time, it's Zoe Doherty who converts from deep. It is now a 2-point lead for the Sharks, 40-38. Coming out of the timeout, Cohasset has gone on a run and closed the gap quick. Cohasset livid with that last call. Maddie Leonard had the ball underneath the basket. It looked like it could have been a clean block by Kate Fitzpatrick, but she could have fouled her before she got the shot off, so she'll head to the line.
These are 2 crucial free throws.
She misses the first. Not shots that you can have missed when you've only got about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter of what is now a very close game. Both teams dead even with 5 fouls apiece. Getting near the bonus. She misses again, but the effort is there. Maddie Kelly showing the hustle, knowing that this could be the last quarter of her basketball career, but she doesn't let it slip up. She gets the offensive rebound, she converts, and increases Monomoy's lead back to 4.
she definitely wants to win that game, win tonight's game for senior night. You know, all the hard work she's put in, I think she definitely deserves that.
You can definitely tell that all of her teammates out there know that in their heart they're playing for Maddie. They know it's her last game. They know they got to put forth all their effort for her. And it's definitely shown so far. Even though Cohasset's closed out lately, they've still gotten consistent points, especially coming from Gia and Christine.
And I think what we have to look out for with Cohasset on the offensive end, you know, they're going to try to look for the three-point shots. And those long rebounds are definitely getting back to the shooter. So we need to try to box out and try to get to the ball first before Cohasset does.
Starting five for Monomoy coming out of the timeout will include Gia, Alexi, Maddie, Christine, and Taylor Morris, the freshman who continues to get minutes and keeps on producing for them.
That's it.
Ooh. It's a moving pick on Cohasset, number 42, Tracy.
That's a rare call. You've seen 3 seconds, we've seen moving screens, we've seen calls that you don't really see a whole lot in high school basketball.
Tracy, drop. That's it. Right there, that's it. Right there. Step in, Zoe, that's it.
Gia throws the defender off balance again, but all the pressure being applied to her. Christine throws an off balance, ugly shot. If you're Monomoy, you gotta get better shots than that. You can't just force it.
Pressure.
Both teams need to get more ball movement. Maybe not too much, as it goes out of bounds off of Zoe DeHurdy's hands out of Emily Rosano's pass. Turnover, Monomoy ball.
And she was wide open. She had that shot, and I think, you know, if the ball got to her, she would have converted.
Watch straight.
If I'm Monomoy right now, I'm attacking the basket, looking to draw a foul.
Grab it.
Instead, they take a mid-range jumper and air balls. Cohasset gets the ball.
Try to stop the ball before she takes it to the hole.
Emily Rosano challenged that time by Gia. She misses. And who else but Fitzpatrick on the glass. She can't convert either. Heavy pressure being applied now by Cohasset.
Coach Levanchi wanted a foul there and was screaming at the refs for a call.
Lexi Roma has a wide open three. She'll take it and she'll make it. Big shot there by Lexi. Gia fed it to her. It is now 45-38 Sharks, 7-point lead with about 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Turn it around.
And I think Lexi definitely needed that shot to get her confidence up.
This is the time in the game where big players make big shots. Look for them to go to their seniors. They have 3 on the court right now for Cohasset. Foul called. And as I expected, they go to one of their seniors, Tracy Fagardi. She goes up for the shot, gets fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. If she can make this, she can make it a 5-point game. Both teams now have 6 fouls.
And I think being a senior, she's been in this position before. And, you know, you definitely want to get your ball to the seniors because you want them to win the game for you.
This is where you can see the experience from Cohasset, hopefully, even though Tracy missed that last one, come into factor. Monomoy only with 1 senior, although they do have a lot of juniors. Cohasset, of course, with 3 seniors, but no juniors. Tracy goes 0 for 2 from the line, but they get the rebound. How could you not box that out if you're Monomoy? Emily Rosano drives. She gets fouled again. That's now the 7th foul of the game for Monomoy.
You know, and you don't want to stop the clock. You don't want to stop the clock. You don't want to foul. You're giving them chances to score without running the clock, and that's not what you're looking for right now.
Yeah, if you're Monomoy, the clock is your friend at this point. One of the seniors, Emily Rosano, does not make the same mistake as Tracy. She converts at the line on her first one. Cohasset is now in the bonus. So any fouls called on the floor, they will get a 1-and-1. She misses the second. Monomoy doesn't let them get the rebound on that one. Taylor Morris grabs it.
The coach wants them to bring it back out, use some clock.
Gia hop steps in the lane at about the free throw line, takes a floater, doesn't fall. She's been doing that a lot tonight, don't you think?
She has.
Turnover by Emily Rosano. She tries to get it to Fitzpatrick. The ball is taken away.
Slow it down, slow it down.
Just as you said, she should have slowed it down on that one. A jump ball is called. She got a little too ahead of herself. Maybe got a little excited there on the fast break.
You know, Lexi was open for a little bit, but I think the smart move would have been to bring it back out, use some clock, and then make them foul you, or just take advantage of the running clock.
The foul is called on Lexi on the floor. It'll be a 1-and-1 since they are in the bonus.
Again, we talked about this earlier. You don't want to stop the clock and put someone on the foul line.
Now for Cohasset, being subbed out is Zoe DeHerty, being subbed in is Elle Hansen, subbing in one of their juniors for one of their sophomores. Smart move. Kate Fitzpatrick is subbed out of the game after a nice effort on the offensive glass. And for her comes Tracy Fagardi. The crowd gets loud, but she husses it. The intensity only rising here. If she makes this, it would be a very, very clutch shot for Cohasset, and they bring it within 4. But she doesn't.
Ooh.
Out of bounds, and it stays Cohasset's ball. If you're Monomoy, you got to box out and never let that become a loose ball in the first place. Being subbed back in is Zoe DeHerty for Elle Hansen. It appears they only put Elle in there for the rebound, and it worked out in the end as they get the ball back with about a minute and a half left.
And look for an outside shot by Cohasset here.
They miss the 3 and again are there on the offensive glass. They find Tracy Fogarty wide open and she converts on the mid-range. Gia trying to respond quickly. She keeps crossing over. Finds a wide open Taylor Morris, but she airballs it. The quickness of Emily Rosano. You see it all again, over and over again on the fast break. She brings it up going coast to coast from either getting the rebound or getting the ball right off the rebound, and going all the way to the basket to draw a foul. Smart play, even though it was a questionable call. Refs seem to be letting players play a lot more earlier in the game.
Yeah, and being a senior, you know, she knows what she needs to do. She's been in this position before, and and she got the foul call there.
The crowd gets loud. She can't convert. She went 1 for 2 on her last trip to the line. Starts off 0 for 1 right now.
And definitely, if you're Monomoy, you want to box out. You want to make sure you get the ball no matter what it takes.
She misses, and they can grab the rebound. Christine is there.
Little pressure on Gia right here.
She crosses over Elle Hansen, who can't stay with her. What a play by Gia Alvera. She drives to the hoop, does almost what is like a 180, throws the ball from the side of her waist over the defender, picks up the foul, makes the basket. She has a chance for a 3-point play to make it a 6-point lead for Cohasset, or for the Sharks, correction, with about 55 seconds left. Big basket by Gia.
That play was amazing right there. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she got the ball off. And to make that shot and to get the and one, unbelievable.
Just as I said earlier, big shots made by big players in big moments. Gia is certainly one of those big players. She even gets the free throw to fall. Both teams are in the bonus. 50 seconds left. Intensity could not be higher as Monomoy has a 6-point lead. The defense even picks up pace, but Zoe drives to the basket. She gets the foul. She'll head to the line.
That was interesting. I think the player, Zoe, just threw up the ball hoping she got fouled. I don't think she was even trying to shoot at the basket. I think she was just trying to toss it up to get fouled, and she got the call.
Yeah, the refs have certainly shown their softer side in the second half. But it doesn't matter because one of the bigger mistakes for Cohasset this game, and if you're the coach, you got to be pretty heated about this. They have missed over 50% of their free throws so far this game. She makes no mistake on the second, goes 1 for 2. It's a 5-point game. Timeout called.
And now I think if you're Coach Levangie, you want to pressure, you want to try to get the ball out of Gia's hands, but also, force those turnovers, and you got to score quickly.
Yeah, definitely something that they're going to probably talk about in the huddle right now. If you're Monomoy, I wouldn't be surprised if they got the ball to Gia, had Maddie in the backcourt with her, maybe do a little give and go and try and break the press fast.
Yeah. And I think they're going to do a 2-2-1 press. They've done that earlier in the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if they brought that back in here. If you're Monomoy, you want to make sure you get the ball to the open player and try to push the ball up over half court and just hold on and try to run out some clock.
And when Monomoy is on defense, I wouldn't be surprised if they went with a 3-2 or even a 4-1 zone to try and limit all perimeter shots. Because at this point, if Cohasset gets the ball, they got to be thinking 3-3-3. Yes. They need big shots, not weak layups. They just need the big shots right now.
And you don't want to foul because they're in the double bonus right now. So.
Great defensive play there, but it will remain Monomoy's ball. You like the hustle out of Megrizano.
And again, they got all-out pressure right now. Looks like a 2-2-1.
Gia heads up the sideline.
They got to foul. Cohasset's got to foul if they want to stay in this game.
There's only about 30 seconds left. I don't know why they're not at this point. Just keep the ball moving if you're Monomoy. They are just burning clock right now. About 20 seconds left. And the foul was called on Cohasset, but a little too late. With about 20 seconds left in the game, they fouled. They could have fouled about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, there was only 6 seconds left on the shot clock when they fouled. If they're going to foul early so you give yourself some time to make a comeback if need be.
Gia could really put the nail in the coffin here if she goes 2 for 2.
And she's definitely not the one you want to foul and put it on the line.
Clutch is one way you can describe Gia Alvaro so far in this game. Monomoy knows who they want to have the ball in their hands late in the game. She goes 2 for 2. Sharks now up by 7. Cohasset brings it up quickly. They don't have a lot of time to work with. And then the great defense by Lexi. Monomoy appears they will walk off with a win today. Monomoy Sharks will now be crowned semi-champions with Cohasset of the small school division of the South Series. Big win by Monomoy. On the senior night of Maddie Kelly, the players come through. Gia has a great game. They shut down Cohasset. Big win for them. It was stressful in the end, maybe more stressful than it needed to be.
Yeah, but you know what? You want games that have action in there. And, I give it up for Monomoy for keeping up the pressure. And, when Cohasset came back and made the game close, Monomoy didn't let it get to them. And, having one senior and being a young team, give them props.
We'd like to make a quick thank you to the crew here at WMRS. Working the cameras and the panel switching been a big reason why we're able to put on this broadcast and what was really a great game. We'd also like to thank all of you tuning in. I'm Ben Thomas. With me is Stephen Cass signing off.
Have a good night, and congratulations to the Monomoy girls varsity basketball team.